Hi, I'm Connell. I'm the CTO and one of the co-founders at Zappar. And we have an AR, VR and MR content authoring and publishing platform that allows you to take video content, photography content, also arbitrary 3D models, and then build AR, VR and MR experiences with them. Be that to visualize the content or to build creative experiences or stories for users to interact with. We're here at AWE with ZapBox, which is our mixed reality kit. So it's a headset made out of cardboard that can track the world around you using computer vision. And so it's a really affordable way at just $30 to visualize 3D content in a mixed reality way without having to fork out like $3,000 for a Microsoft HoloLens. Our tools are super easy to use. You just download them onto your computer. You can drag and drop in the content you want to visualize or publish, if you like. We support 360 photography, 360 video, and just arbitrary 3D models that can be dragged into our system and previewed and published.
So some examples of use cases with 360 photos and 360 video?
Yeah, absolutely. So we worked in the past with real estate agents, for example, where they use our tools to build little trails through a given property, and in some cases they have a Matterport scan of that property, which can be viewed in our tools, or perhaps they've got a chain of 360 panorama images, which they construct into a kind of chain that the user can jump between by going from step to step. Using either our headset or just their phone, so they can look around in the 360 environment and then tap to move to the next area.
And the website to learn more?
Zappar.com, and our creative tools are called Zapworks, which is zap.works, but you can link through to it all from Zappar.com.
And pricing?
Pricing is pretty simple. So access to our tools is on a subscription basis. It's about $90 a month to access our most powerful tool, but there's simpler plans as well. The most powerful tool gives you everything you need: 3D support, scripting support, animation support. It's the full kit and caboodle.
And with the kit and caboodle, are there third-party developers that know how to use that could interact with photographers that are creating 3D models, Matterport spaces, Google Street View, and are looking for an augmented experience laid on top of that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our documentation site is very comprehensive. We've got a full set of tutorials for building content. We also have a forum for learning more about the tools, and of course our support team are there to help as well. But yeah, there's an increasing body of third-party developers that are making content using these tools. Our plan at Zapworks is to make it possible for the people that originate that content to make them into these AR and VR experiences themselves. We're trying to make the tools as easy to use as possible.
You mentioned real estate as a use case. Other use cases where it intersects with 360 photography?
That's a good question. What have we had in the past? Lots of just kind of experiential and museum type pieces, if you like, where people have fantastic photography of under the ocean or flying through mountain ranges and that sort of thing, where people are able to just very quickly, readily plop them into our tools and then preview them. One of the nice things about our ZapBox kit, because it's just $30, it can be used in places where it doesn't matter if it gets broken. So for example, education, like if the kid starts eating the cardboard controllers or the cardboard headset, it doesn't matter, because you can just buy another one for $30. So we see a lot of use cases in educational situations. Also events and trade shows like we have here, where it's possible to deploy one of these headsets to every show that you go to, or to multiple booths without it costing a huge amount every time. So it's just a great tool for if you've got content to show, and we see ranges of uses across the board, really.
And can we walk over here for a kit and just take a look at what's inside?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is sorry guys. This is the ZapBox kit itself. So packed inside this little box, we have a Google Cardboard style headset, which has been modified to allow mixed reality experiences. So this cutout lets the camera see out. We've also given it a head strap and a little bit of padding on the inside to make it a little bit easier to wear. in it comes two controllers, also made out of cardboard, and they have a trigger on them. And so we can track these controllers in 3D space, and that allows users to interact in the 3D environment. So you can tap on things, or in some experiences we have claws that grip based on the trigger. Also, we get a wide-angle lens.
And then you can make scenes inside the software.
Yeah, but is this like for like who's your market?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, I was wondering who's your market?
There you go, sorry about that. So it also comes with a wide-angle lens, which just sits over the end of your phone like this. So it goes on like this and gives a much wider field of view, so the phone can more easily see the environment you're in and also the controllers.
And that fits inside the Google Cardboard modified box.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So it pops into the, it comes straight from the box itself, so inside the kit there's a wide angle lens in here somewhere, and then yeah, so it comes with it, and you just pop it over, and then rather than the phone camera being quite focused as it's designed for, you know, taking photographs of people, this gives it a much wider field of view so it can see the whole environment. And it makes a big difference from the computer vision point of view because it means we can see more of what we want to track. But also, just when you're wearing the headset, makes it a much more natural view for you as a user because our eyes have a much wider field of view naturally than the camera does on your phone.
Connell, would you have something on a screen that you can show us? I know it's not the same experience as being in the moment in the VR
Absolutely.
modified device, but perhaps if you have something that seems space rather than an object that might be able to show us on the screen?
I'm not sure I have something sort of inside looking out here. There's definitely experiences we have on that. I do have.
We find it on the website.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. You were going to say?
Yeah, no worries. I do have a bit of content that takes place on this table if you're interested.
Yes.
The first step is you can map out your space. So the system recognizes these markers that we put out on the table, and it maps the environment that we're in, like this. And then we can launch into a piece of content. So I have one here. This was an aquarium that had some informational material about the exhibits in the aquarium. I can just scale it up a bit. And you can see here it's tracked in full 3D. And the controller is also tracked in full 3D, and I can use the controller to select the animal I'm interested in. So in this case, the tortoise, the tortoise. And I can select the different bits of information and use the laser pointer to find out what's going on. And so this content was built using our studio tool that we mentioned earlier, and published over the air by just hitting a single button and instantly available in the app.
Great. And the tool again that environment was created in is called?
It's called Zapworks Studio, which is our kind of our biggest tool, if you like. We have a few other tiers of tool as well, but Zapworks is where it's all at. It's our kind of creative tool set.
And Connell, if you could repeat your website again, that would be great.
Yeah, so our kind of company website is zappar.com, Zappar, and our creative tools are zap.works.
Great. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.